Alright, hello everyone. It's another episode of Starfield. Changed up the background a little bit. No more green screen at the house anymore. Been doing quite a bit in the background of the between episodes. Mostly just more outposts and exploring. Stopped in the Sol system, just trying to explore the entire Sol system, but there's a few places I want to do on camera, so I'll give you a quick tour of what we've
I have something
done.
for you.
Alright, so speed up here and stop for a second. So basically in the Sol system right now, we've pretty much looked at everything from Mercury all the way out to Pluto. There's a couple things I skipped, one being Mars itself, because there's a lot of questing and stuff to do on Mars proper in Sidonia. I also left Earth and the Moon, as well as Titan, out off of Saturn. It shows there should be some sort of town or something, settlement in Europa, but I have not seen it. But pretty much Uranus, Venus, Neptune, all the other moons of Jupiter, all the other moons of Saturn, and Pluto and Charon. So for this moment, let's go check out good old Earth. It says we got a landmark. Visit the London landmark on Earth. Well, let's go ahead and look at the quest real quick. We still have not done much of the extras for the actual storyline. I don't want to actually continue too much of that right away. I've been doing a lot of like random killing, and I finally finished the couple of the transports and whatnot as well. Activities. Got a few actual activities from little papers from the Trade Authority, oddly enough, so we should go ahead and check out those too. I apparently need to talk to every single one of the companions about different things. It wants me to go into New Homestead, which is in one of the moons off of Saturn. Talk to Borealis, talk to Barrett, talk to Frank, a lot of stuff. Talk to the guy next to the tree. And check out your inventory, still haven't done. Alright, so let's get that one ready. Set course for Earth. Alright, so we still got quite a few things to research as well as a trait. We'll go ahead and visit this to get that quest out of the way though.
Landing gear. Check. Thrusters. Check. Landing site. Clear.
Go talk to the companions in a little bit as well. Alright, so let's go ahead and scan what we can. There's a natural. That's the one I just looked at. We'll probably go after that natural after we see the landmark. There's a starborn ship landing away from here. I've gotten a few different things happened in the off hours too. I have been capturing other starcraft while I've been exploring. I kept 2 of them to kind of scout what we want to do with them. I've also powered up the Razor Leaf a lot more too. It's now a Class C ship with several Class C pieces as well. to just Mercury. Yeah. London landmark. I've never actually explored all of the reasonings behind getting these snow globes. Complete 30 activities. I just got a achievement for. Alright, might as well head towards this. Hopefully find the final... There's another natural that way. Not that crazy, but that Earth still has enough gravity here. So now I gotta actually walk sometime to run out of stamina. Also gotta worry about breaking my legs if I land too hard. These weird channels. I have been having some weird issues from the mods. As usual, modding kind of gives hiccups in the game that you normally won't see, but being a Bethesda game, you kind of see it anyway occasionally. Moscow, you're gonna go kill those guys for me? Is that what's going on? I still haven't went back to get the adoring fan, mainly because he's annoying. Scan, scan, scan. Storm crater. Lots of iron down there. Really? They both have like mag-like weapons?
I detect no suspicious activity in the area.
One down. Two down. Alright, there's a ship over here, so probably more than just those two. We ought to heal real quick. There's Mercury. Starborn Guardian 2. So we can go take a quick look at this ship. We can't take it over, unfortunately. But they're kind of cool ships. Pure black. Normally they're kind of a silverish color, but we can't go in. It kind of sucks. Alright. Well. Cleared up Earth. Don't think there's any other things to look at other than going to Luna. And for Luna, we have the science as well as we need to see the Apollo landing site. Iron. The flag. Whoa! Alright, another snow globe. Alright, so we need to find helium somewhere, then we can take off of here too. We do come back here eventually. But I want to completely survey the entire Sol system. There's helium right beside that building, of course. Luna has surveyed. Deserted mineral plant. Well, let's go check this out. See what kind of starcraft we have up here. Since he landed semi-close. Fairly large starcraft, that's for sure. Ooh, Ecliptic. So that's when I can take over. Oh shoot. I didn't say it was getting me out.
What the?
Alright. Just kind of look around, see if we can find any. That's a cockpit already? Wow. They expect to take the ship that quick. not much to it then, if that's the case, I guess. Sometimes you can find contraband on the ship, so it's good to look for it real quick before stealing or taking the ship. Let's check down below. That just leaves. Oh, there it is. And a sandwich. It's not gonna be worth much, but might as well take the ship with us. Alright, so before we continue, we need to go to Wolf. Drop this stuff off.
Hey,
I hope you're having a good day. Yeah, what is it?
Not a very good ship, that's for sure. Dock.
Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
Alright, let's get in here.
Captain.
Bosco,
Am I currently in?
I need everything you got. Sure. Let's ask.
Although my database of human history is not fully complete, it is quite extensive. At this time, I am unable to locate any valid references. Given the unusual nature of the encounter, it is reasonable to
Excuse me.
surmise that any earlier occasions would have been documented. One explanation is that this is the first time they have been discovered. An alternate explanation is that prior encounters resulted in 0 survivors to document the experience.
That's really comforting.
I detect a discrepancy between your words and tone, commonly known as sarcasm, one of Barrett's frequent choices in communication. If this analysis is in error, please let me know. Conversational protocols engaged. I am awaiting your query. I will answer your questions truthfully. Unlike you, I am incapable of lying. Constellation has seen to it that I possess a near encyclopedic knowledge of human history, art, culture, and science. May I answer a question for you? I have been programmed to comprehend all modern and ancient human languages. The only exception is body language. My body is crafted from reinforced metal, and therefore incompatible with such forms of expression. Logically, I believe the correct answer to be the airplane, followed shortly by the computer. Humans could not have become a spacefaring species without them. Illogically speaking, I am inclined to believe that books were your greatest invention. I have spent a good deal of time processing works of science fiction. They make good case studies in how your species could have made a mess of its entry into the stars in different ways than you did in reality. I am looking at one. I hope that was a suitable response. Constellation did not equip me with a sense of humor. I have done my best to mimic Barrett's. This is a difficult question to parse. I do not experience enjoyment. However, I find that the music of ancient Japan has a pleasantly mathematical sound. The same is true of the works of European composers from the Baroque period. I have dedicated significant time to processing these compositions and understanding their structure. You are an exceptionally curious human. Constellation recovered me from an abandoned lunar robotics factory on Earth's moon, where I was manufactured. I am told I was in quite a state of disrepair. Barrett elected to refurbish me after the discovery. Since then, I have been reprogrammed to be useful to Constellation. That is correct. I am a first-generation Model A robot. As such, I was manufactured on Earth's moon. Modern lunar robotics products are manufactured elsewhere. Some data from my time on Earth's moon remains deep in my motherboard, but I do not frequently access it. Very little of what is in those files would prove useful to modern spacefarers. Constellation named me after the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama, who resided on Earth in the 15th century AD. He explored his home planet by way of its seas. Barrett tells me he was quite an accomplished explorer. I am inclined to believe it, as that is a compliment Barrett normally reserves for himself.
Yeah.
Constellation is an exceptionally driven and intelligent group of humans. I would expect nothing less of them. You may ask me anything. I am programmatically incapable of keeping secrets. That is a difficult question to parse. However, I have been kept busy since Constellation acquired me. That satisfies my directive to be as helpful as possible for the duration of my existence. I will endeavor to provide a Lunar Robotics is a manufacturing company. They are most notable for creating Model A robots. Their headquarters was once located on Earth's moon. It was evacuated during the cataclysm that rendered Earth uninhabitable. Today, lunar robotics products are still found throughout the settled systems, myself included. It is impossible to read Barrett. He is neither a book nor a block of code. If you are asking for a summary of my observations on his behavior, I will provide one. Based on my understanding of Barrett, I believe he would be flattered by that assessment. Let me know if I can be of assistance in the future.
Alright, that was a lot of talking for him.
How may the trade authority? I hope we have what you need.
Alright, got any interesting resources? Not really. Alright, so main thing we gotta sell is this, so we can actually sell it elsewhere. Or, so we can go elsewhere. I'm not gonna sell the snow globes, I want to put them away. Got a lot of stuff in there too. A lot of data, so but I don't want to sell that here either, because I get a lot more from. Alright, he is empty. I'm still full.
Hey, what can I do? Anything I can help you with?
Alright, need to modify.
Sure. How about it?
Register the little guy. Okay, so the Varun Prophecy is the giant one I've picked up so far. It's already a Class C ship too. And then we got the Spacer Hyena as well. This one's actually kind of cool. Look, it kind of resembles a lot of what I've made the actual razor leaf, just a little bit smaller in stature for the razor leaf. And of course the frontier, and back to heaven. So we're gonna go back to razor leaf. That other ship is just way too weak to be able to do too much with, so let's get out of here and go do some sales. I'm gonna pause it though. You guys don't need to kind of watch me do all the running back and forth between the different vendors to get cleaned up a little bit. I'll be right back.
Current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Alright, we're back. We're outside of...
And we're done. Feel free to land.
out front of Titan. Come to take a look at it and go ahead and check out New Homestead first, I guess. See what they got in there. I actually haven't went into this one just yet, so this is gonna be kind of a new experience for this. Ship technician. I need to deposit some stuff into the razor leaf though, because I am pretty full still. Dump all of the resources I can in there. I want to put the snow globes in the thing next time I go in there. I keep forgetting. Alright. Still haven't rested. I should have.
Word of advice? Steer clear of the doctor here. She really seems to have a problem with tourists for some reason.
Hello.
Careful. There are some dangerous areas around here that are not part of any tours.
Okay. Oh. Give me a second, guys. Alright, sorry about that.
It's not easy keeping these ancient turbines going. I wish more people realized that. Oh, hello there. Are you here about the brownouts? That's usually the only reason people come up here to talk to me, since I'm the power system manager here.
No, but that sounds a
You have
problem.
no idea. Worse, I'm stuck up here overseeing the whole system, and we don't currently have anyone available to go out there and take care of the problem. Did you see those huge wind turbines out there on your way in? They're our primary source of power generation. Titan's strong winds provide an almost constant source of power, as long as we can keep the machinery from icing over. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm a little new to the job, and I'll admit I'm struggling a little bit. I could use some help. Oh, excellent. Then you must know how this old power system machinery can get crusted over with ice from time to time. That's what's causing these brownouts. I think you can take a laser cutter and break up the ice for us? Oh, thank you. I guess I'm... Just be careful not to hurt yourself or the equipment. I'll continue.
Okay. You got anything interesting? Shadows in the attic. Good thing she didn't seem to mind me taking the book.
You get used to the methane processing smell after a while.
Alright, so can't go that way.
Heads up if you're planning on going to Chunks. Luther's been bothering anyone with shit for home.
Little plant area here. That's kind of cool.
Lots of history here, if you're into that sort of thing.
Hello. Don't mind me. I love talking with off-worlders like you. Running this farm with my family for the sake of our little colony is one of the greatest pleasures in life.
My daddy says farming is really important, but I kind of want to do other things. Hello? I'm not really supposed to talk with tourists, but I kind of want to anyway. And I don't think my papa is paying attention. You're not going to tell him, are you?
Sorry, shit, now I feel like I have to tell him.
Oh, I guess that's okay. I wouldn't want to make you lie. My mama always tells me it's not good to lie. Not really. There's some, though. Most are around my age. We all go to school in the same room. I don't know. I've never been to any other schools. We mostly learn about the history of the Sol system and Earth and stuff like that until we get old enough to go on our learning vacation. That's when we get to leave to go to school somewhere else for a few years, or travel and visit other worlds, try out jobs and stuff. Oh, I can't wait. My mama says it's because he thinks we'd up and leave if we found out about the rest of the worlds out there. But I keep telling him, I love it here, and I love him, and I would never leave him. He doesn't believe it. He says the kids almost always want to leave when they grow up. But not me. Nope. I just want to visit somewhere else. Maybe. I think it's pretty fun. And I get to be around my mama and my papa all day, so that's cool.
Yeah.
They say we all have to work a little, because it takes all of us to make the community work. Just like on Earth a really, really, really long time ago. Someday, I think it'd be cool to see other places and do other things, but this is fine for now. Thanks for taking the time to talk with me.
If you need medical attention, see Dr. Lakota. But a word of warning.
Man, we got shit everywhere down here, man.
You all can travel the stars, but someone's got to respect and preserve the old Sol traditions. We get a lot of tourists out this way, but most of them aren't so bold as to strike up conversations with us. What's your deal? You seem genuine enough. So what can I do for you? Well, for one, it's my wife Mara's farm. I just had the good fortune of marrying into it. It's been in her family for generations. We're the best source of fresh produce in the colony. Not like that processed junk we get from off-world, and certainly nothing like that eyesore Chunks. From what I know about farming elsewhere, it's largely the same. Big difference is that we need to import or make our own soil. And we need to be extra careful with our temperature control. Titan's surface is frozen, and it's not much better just below it with the ice caves. Then it's just a matter of artificial sunlight and supplying CO2 for the crops. It's not too challenging. No worries. You have yourself a day now.
And that leads back to that. I guess it's residential ring.
We used to get more tourists than we do these days.
Yeah, I don't mind the tourists. They help the local economy.
Hi there. Always nice seeing a new face.
a harsh world, but as long as you're inside or wear a suit when going out, you'll be fine here. There's no breathable air on the surface, and you'll quickly freeze to death outside without protective gear, but otherwise the hazards are minimal. New Homestead was an early colony research base and has stood the test of time. It's safe, and it's proof that people can live pretty much anywhere. Don't worry so much. Even though we don't have shiny new medical facilities, I imagine it's easier than wherever you're from. We have fewer people here, and we're very responsible when it comes to our personal health and welfare. So there's not much I can't handle. For anything else, we can get access to off-world specialists. Contrary to popular belief, we're not primitive.
Are you sure?
I don't. They make a mockery of New Homestead culture. And on top of it, they're reckless. It's like I said before, I feel like I'm treating them more often than our own people. The problem is that most of the tourists' injuries are from preventable accidents. Things our people know how to avoid. And often I have to take care of them first because they can't leave with their injuries, so I have to put off seeing my regular patients. So not only am I working extra hard for people who have little respect for me, it comes at the expense of our own. Actually, maybe there is. I have an idea that may be best suited for someone relatively unknown, instead of myself. I've got a mountain of work and a reputation to maintain. So I bought a realistic monster costume. The plan was to wear it, scare tourists away, and start a rumor about terrible creatures living on Titan. I figure that once word gets around, tourism will take enough of a dive to give me some relief.
That sounds like fun. I don't care if it works. I'll do it anyway.
That's the spirit. To be honest, I'm not sure it'll work either, but I feel like there's no harm in trying. Here's the costume. I think this will work best on the surface, so just find a group and run up to them, acting like a convincing alien monster. With any luck, they'll run screaming and book the next flight out of here.
Okay. Go ahead and mark that one active.
We take vandalism seriously here. You don't mess with history.
Okay. Store.
Well, hello there, and welcome to my little shop. Are you visiting New Homestead for the first time?
The party way too hard, wind up strange places.
Oh, that's funny. It happens to the best of us, I guess. I'm Jay. I'm happy to help you find what you're looking to buy or take a look at whatever you want to sell. Trades of all kinds are welcome here. Or if you have any questions for me about the shop, the merchandise, or even just New Homestead in general, I'm happy to help you. Glad you asked. I'm looking for all sorts of things. Anything, really. Clothing, weapons, jewelry, even stuff they consider junk. You name it. We don't get a lot of off-world stock, so I offer to buy things from travelers. Anything they're willing to part with. Between you and me, people around here talk a lot about tradition and whatnot, but even they get curious about what other worlds have to offer. I love them. Most of us in New Homestead appreciate what tourism does for our economic livelihood, so we go out of our way to make guests feel welcome. Some are indifferent about it, while a few others, I won't name names, are downright resentful of all the tourists and would prefer to be left alone. But that being said, I believe our generally friendly demeanor is a large part of what drives people to keep coming back. We used to, but not anymore. Believe it or not, the New Homestead Tourism Board decided a while back to do away with souvenirs. We don't really have the resources or facilities to make them here ourselves, and it was decided that anything less than that would seem exploitive of our people and inauthentic. Only thing we have are these souvenir slates about the history of New Homestead. Tell you what, I've got an extra one here that another guest left behind a while back. You can have it.
Why is this okay?
Sure thing. I'm also interested in buying if you have anything for...
Alright, what you got? Miscellaneous. Nothing interesting. Resources. You got a pretty good amount of resources if we ever need any more. Notes. Charity in the universe. You just gave me that. Jake in the Inu. I don't know what any of these books really are useful for. I haven't really seen too much other than a couple books give you the
Maybe we can make a trade, assuming you've got something that catches my eye.
the snow globe things, but let's see. Well, those two. Anything on the ship? No.
Take care.
Let's look at that book. A lot of words. I'll slowly scroll down so you can look at it.
People here live a simple life. Try not to complicate it.
Round Horse Tavern.
It's a little weird that people come here to see what early colony life is.
Mines. Oh, we don't need to deal with that right now.
I could really go for some of Anya's cooking over at the Brown Horse.
Alright.
Off-worlders always ask how I can live here. I wonder how they can live anywhere else.
Alright, let's get out here and get the remainder of this done. There's the ship. Tungsten. All right. Where are the tourists it's talking about?
Normstead is a living history.
Citizen. Oh. Do I have to put this basic or Fortunately, the guard's not trying to shoot me or anything. Roar! 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 Run! Run! This is so stupid looking. Alright. That one's turning, that one's not. Might as well change to that quest real quick too. One, two, three. Go ahead and do these quests, and then I'll finish out the research and resources and stuff off camera. Whoa, that was a nice lag spike. Alright. Finishes out that. Let's go see what we get from the quests, and then I'll pause it so I can get the rest of the looking done, and then we'll go take a quick look at Mars for the end of the video.
Enjoy your visit here.
I'm really glad you're helping us out. Good work. I should be able to take it from here. Thanks again for your help.
As long as I get paid, I don't care. Actually, I think it was quick. Well, I don't know if it's quicker to do this, go through here, or whether I go the other way.
Thanks for choosing Chunks. Which chunks can I get for you? Hello there. Welcome to the new Homestead Chunks. We've got all your Chunks' favorites. Well, almost all of them. Sadly, we're out of the special sauce. I know. But everything else is still that great Chunks food you know and love. So,
What else? That sounds like a problem.
if I'm completely honest, it is. The people are always saying how this Chunks can't compare to the real deal. And I just know it's because we never had that mouth-watering sauce. I've been in contact with some of the other restaurants out there, and they'll give me some. But they say they can't afford to send it, and I don't have a ship, so what am I to do? You bet it is. You may not hear people talk about it, but trust me, it's the secret ingredient. It's like, I mean, not literally. I'm not saying it's glue or that our food falls apart. It's delightful. And I've noticed that once people find out we don't have it, sometimes they don't return. It's the reason business isn't as good as other chunks. Wait, for real?
I'll go get it. Why not?
Oh, of course. Between what I've got personally and the petty cash, I'm sure I can get you what you deserve. So, I know of another chunk that has a case of sauce ready to go for me. I actually cleared it with them just before you arrived. If you mention it to whoever's working the counter there, they'll hook you up. Bring it back here.
Okay.
Welcome to Chunks. Please choose your chunks.
We'll worry about that stuff later.
There are times I envy those who are able to travel.
Out. If you take one of those stupid tours, make sure to follow the... See, sometimes silly ideas are worth the effort. Thanks for indulging me with my weird ideas. Tell you what, if you want to come back later and do this for me a couple more times, I'll even let you keep the costume.
We'll take a nap, okay?
You wouldn't believe how many off-worlders think hiking the surface... I bought it from a private seller. They said they got it from someone who wore it in a secondary school as their sports team mascot. I guess it was supposed to be a tardigrade or something. Anyway, the person I bought it from modified it a bit so they could use it in an independent movie they were making. But I guess that went nowhere, so they had to sell it. Lucky me, I suppose. Be well.
Alright, so I'm gonna pause it here. We'll take a look, finish out the rest of the looking around, so I'll be right back. Alright. Had a crash, so it just had to come back through all this. Right as I went to try to record. There we go. Mars is now complete. So that pretty much wraps up the entire Sol system, I believe. Earth, Luna, Lepidus, yep. We haven't went on Deimos. If I go through some of the quest lines, it'll actually make me go on to the starship or the Star Yard too. So, but that's pretty much it for the Sol system. Let's go into Sidonia real quick. I remember that one guy we rescued saying he wanted us to come find him, so let's go find him real quick and wrap it up in here.
Because the governor's office is right out there on the main level doesn't mean it's not secure.
Okay, right up front.
Hey, it's my personal savior. Thanks again for the assist. Hey, good to see you again. Still think there might be room for me on your crew?
Sure.
Okay, I'm game. I could use a break from the Sol system.
Can't really put him on here though. Anybody he'd be better than Marksman. EM systems. He really wouldn't be much better than most of the others at the moment. We'll put you on an outpost for now, I guess. Yep. Oh, I haven't put place for more outpost people yet.
Give me a few to get my things together. Then
that's a hat now. Alright, what do we got on the mission board? Destroy. Destroy. Yep. Deliver electronics. They don't sell for enough. Micro drones. Parcels, none of these are worth that much. Yeah, they're just not worth doing it at the moment.
What's up?
Who are you?
I sure hope this hearing loss isn't permanent.
Yeah, you can make a real good living working the mines here on Mars.
Working the deep mines. That's where you make the big bucks.
Well.
The miners have a Hello, traveler. Will you join me for a while? You strike me as someone with an interesting story. Call it scholar's intuition.
Sure.
Meeting a kindly stranger is always a blessing. What brings you to Sidonia?
Sightseeing,
You may. I just finished a circuit of the Sol system. I've been studying Galileo lately, and I wanted to pay tribute to the planets that inspired him. Oh, you're
That's
a captain.
exactly what I just did.
I'm a traveler myself. I've spent years in the space lanes conducting research for a book I intend to write. I envy you the company of others on your voyages through the Starfield. I hope the Blackest Sea has been kind to you and your crew. It's going to be a philosophical text about my theories on the intersection between science and the divine. I've been studying that relationship for years, and I want to preserve my findings for future scholars. Would you? I've never worked on a crew before, but the idea does appeal to me. The older I get, the lonelier the void seems. Are you willing to pay? I dislike taking money from friends, but I'll need some credits to stow my ship at Sidonia Spaceport. I'll work to make it up to you, naturally.
I'll try to reduce it.
In my experience, the right offer is always worth. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. If you don't like it, find someone else. I'm sorry, but...
Okay, I got
then
the
we
money.
have an accord.
Recruit 10 separate companions. Of course, again, I can't place her on anywhere.
I need to speak to someone at the spaceport about stowing my ship.
Okay, okay.
Been in the Vanguard a long time. The faces change, but bad guys are still bad guys.
What
Hi
you
there,
do?
friend. Oh, hello there, friend. Have you been there long?
Just got here.
Oh, good. I thought maybe I'd fallen asleep. But, oh my, I've forgotten my manners. Phil Hill, at your service. Yes, it rhymes. My parents had a thing about rhyming. My siblings are named Bill, Jill, and Sil. The Hills. What a thrill. But there I go again. You aren't here to talk about me. You're here to talk about List.
Depends on what list we're talking about. Not some timeshare pitch.
You know, silly. List. The League of Independent Settlers? Do I detect a glint of recognition in your eyes? I think so. How can I help make today your very best day?
What does it exactly
we
do?
We help people. We get folks set up and able to start new lives in new places, free of governmental interference. We survey the stars, find suitable places matching people's needs, and get folks started with the essentials. I don't suppose you have a ship? Interested in earning some easy credits? That's
Sure.
terrific, because I have a lot of work needing doing. This stack of papers here, these are just the most recent applicants looking for new worlds to settle on. Everywhere I go, people are really excited about the prospects of living a truly free life, living where and how they want to. I've got a cargo hold full of stacks just like that. Oh boy. Not to worry. The mountains of papers are my responsibility. We're looking for folks with ships and or basic people skills to seek out suitable planets and leads on potential clients. I don't suppose you possess either of those qualifications?
You're like I have both.
You know, I can tell that you do, just by the little we've interacted already. Most importantly, we need to collect data on habitable planets. The more habitable, the better. You know, that oxygen and water are musts. Other signs of life, even better. Secondly, we're always looking for new applicants. So, as you travel around meeting people, when the occasion arises, see if you can interest them in signing up for the list. I'm pretty sure I overheard some people in here talking about wanting to start a new life. Why don't you start with them? Excellent.
See what I can do.
Thank you for any assistance you could lend us. Whoops. Nearly forgot. Take this.
You see? I knew fate would bring us together again.
Mars is right someday from the next week. Always, you need a vacation. Yes? Okay.
Did I hear him? I didn't really hear him, but... Oh crap, I can't exit.
Go on, I'm listening. This better be good. Yeah, right. I got a lot of... Trust you? I don't know you. I've always believed that deep. I don't need any help. Try someone else.
Give him money.
Why not? I was about to pay off my tab anyway. Now get lost, will you?
Well, I guess paying to make him do it. Alright guys,
This
well,
life ain't easy.
we're gonna end it here. Hope you enjoyed it. I will come back in the next episode and we'll do some more exploring. Alright, like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.